And hey guys, and welcome. Today I'm over here at the Caribbean Beach Resort. You guys can see from the background there, that's what the Caribbean looks like. So I'm here today by myself. I'm over here shooting the Caribbean Beach because we've got a lot of people that would like us to get this shot, and we finally got some time to get over here and do it. So that's what I'm doing today, as well as getting my lunch. I don't know what it is, but this is probably one of my favorite places to stop and just get lunch over here. I used to like the old setup with the cafeteria, but I don't know, for some reason I'm drawn to this the newer design in here, the modernizations. But you guys are walking up, you see the big canopy, you're going to come in with the buses and cars right here, and this is going to be your main entrance into the actual resort. Right there is where you're going to do your bus check-in and stuff like that. Right in here is where you're going to come walking on in. As you guys walk in, it's going to open up into a bigger room in here. And this is what I'm talking about. Big open, it's like an open concept now. It used to be like confined in here, but now you walk in, it's huge. They got the ceilings up real high. You've got the big fans up on top. Out in the distance there, you can see the check-in. Now, this actually doesn't have the biggest check-in, but I thought it had bigger check-in before they did the remodel. There's where your check-in is over there, a little lounge area there. You got more lounging over here on the right side. Over in the corner there, you've got Calypso's Trading. So that's your general store gift shop area where you're gonna go and get all your souvenirs and stuff like that. And right past that is the cafeteria section. Now this is probably my favorite light in Disney property. This thing is a tree, and it's just incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I want to see if someday maybe I can get this put in my house, but that's a pretty cool design. If you guys get over here, take a look at that, even get a picture of it. And over here's your cafeteria section. A lot of open concept in there, a lot of places to sit. Now we're leaving this area here, we're heading out back. So if you were going in the resort where we came in, this is just going straight out the back. Little map of where you're looking to go. You got your little fountain. And this usually tells you you're out back. You can go to the right, and that'll take you over to the Riviera section there. You see that in the distance past that lighthouse up there. And even got the Skyliners back there. And if you go out to the left, you're going to go over here to the pool. But we're not heading that way right now. We're actually going to take you over and show you what some of the rooms are going to look like, or the buildings where your rooms are going to be are located and what they look like here. Once again, in the distance, that's the Riviera Resort. Now the entrance to the Riviera used to be the entrance into the Caribbean, but since they put the Riviera in, they closed that down and moved the entrance to the Caribbean beach to the backside now. And this is some outdoor seating and stuff like that if you guys want to eat outdoors and stuff like that instead of inside. As you can see in the distance, the Riviera and the rooms over to the right there. So if you guys are staying, they got the blue, they got the pink, they got the yellow buildings. So when you come out here, that's some of the places you're going to stay. They actually got a pool down there also. And this is your main, where you're going to check in and stuff like that, and the cafeterias and stuff like that. And we're going to head on back now towards the pool. So this is the back of the building where we came out. The pool's straight ahead to the right. And we're actually going to go around to the pool this way. So this is over on the Riviera side yet. You got the lighthouse. They used to have a lot of watercraft in there. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but you don't see it in there anymore. I don't know if it was the COVID or people getting injured, or I don't know, they just took it out. In the background there, you can see the Skyliner. Skyliner is going to take you over to Epcot, all the way down to Art of Animation, and even the Hollywood Studios. And now we're making our way over to the back of the pool section here. And there's a little restaurant located over here. I'll give you another pan in on the Skyliners there. And we'll head on down. And you got Sebastian's Bistro. So they got these little shops, and they've got these little fast food places, and they've got the wet bars located in and around the different resorts here in Disney. So when you guys are coming down, you might have to walk around the resort a little bit to find some of these things. And right alongside of Sebastian's Bistro is the Banana Cabana restaurant. So that's another little wet bar restaurant outside near the pool. And the pool is right over to the right, so you guys are eating right there at the restaurant. You can see the pool, so that's kind of cool. You got your televisions, your pool, and it's actually, if you look inside there, there's a lot going on. It's cool to look, just look around while you're eating in there. But we're going to continue around to the back side of the pool here. So the pool is a real big pool over here at the Caribbean Beach. This is themed like a big pirate setup in here. So you've got the castles, you've got the big cannons and stuff like that all over the place. I'll get you a better view in the back here. If you guys are looking to see what the pool actually looks like from close up, you can type up at a Caribbean Beach pool and then Country Bear Tours. We've got several videos posted of all the pools on property, but this is what the actual pool looks like from back here. So you can see you got all the castles and stuff like that. You've got the cannons. It's real piratey back here. You got a lot of space in the pool, and as you guys can see, there's not a lot of people in the pool today. So lately it is a really good time to come and visit Disney because the pools are really empty. So, you know, keep that in mind when you guys are checking out the different resorts on property. Pools are really important when we come down. We like to make sure we got something we're happy with. And each Disney resort has their own themed pool. So, and this is around the other side of the pool, so back right next to the Banana Cabana. And if you look right there, you've got the center part of the pool. It's cool. It's where you walk in and you go right between the two castles there. And the cool part is it's almost like something's waiting for you on the other side. It's like right out of Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's a really cool pool, a lot of size to it. Detail is incredible. We're going to head on over now to the other side of the pool and then the kiddie section. So I'll give you guys a feel for what that's like. But this section to the left there is where you're going to check in. So when you come out, you just go to the left and you go to the pool. We went around to the right today. And if you guys don't have towels and stuff with you, they're always provided on the inside and towel routines. But this is the back side of the pool right now, so you can see more castles, more cannons and stuff like that. And it's just a big, big pool. This is one of the nicest ones on property. I think next to the other one that's kid-friendly like this would be the Port Orleans French Quarters with the big dragon in the water there. And it's the kids section. So a nice big section. Sometimes they use the water, that big dumping bucket. Other times they don't. And now we're back behind the Banana Cabana again. So this is the back side of the actual pool. And this is the waterway you're going to go across to go over to your rooms if you guys are staying on the other side. So once again, that's the Riviera. This is the back of the resort right there where we just came out of. The big steeple there. That's the pool. The restaurant's over to the left. And if you guys are staying at this resort at the other side, this is the bridge you're going to need to walk every day to go back and forth. So if you guys are actually visiting down here, make sure you put into your checklist that if you don't want to walk that far, let them know that you want to get a room near the hospitality house or check-in. Otherwise, it could be one heck of a long walk. And as you guys are coming out back across the pool, there's lots in between this little walkway. There's lots of areas to stop. You got the hammocks, you've got the little chairs there. If you want to hang out in the sun or at nighttime, you got a place to sit. You got a playground coming up here. So this is like kind of like that like jungle in between the two sides of the island there, pretty much. You've got the lake or the I think it's like a big lake here. I don't know what they're calling it, but you're in between the waterway and the resort. So you got a place here if you guys want to come. It looks like it's set up for like a wedding, a small wedding. But once again, if you guys are looking to get married, you know, double check with the resorts. Most of the resorts have some kind of venue for getting married, so you could check that out. It's funny, lately walking around, I'm seeing a lot of that. It seems like everything's set up for people getting married anymore, so a little different. Here's your playground. Playground's off limits right now. It's getting a little bit of work done to it. You'll see a sign up here to the left. But the cool part about most of the playgrounds now, because of the heat down here, they're putting the canopies up above, which is nice because now your kid can play without getting too much sun on his head. That sun's a killer. You know, we moved away in 2015, came back a couple years ago, and I bet you the temperature's up like 12 degrees since we left. It's crazy. So definitely put that into your calculations when you're coming down. Bring sunscreen, hats. And you know, I've been doing this now for a couple of years, and even me, I was walking along one day and then something wasn't right, so I ended up getting skin cancer. So we're dealing with that now, but you know, definitely protect yourself. You don't want to go through that mess. And now we're actually heading to the backside. So if you guys are looking, if you're staying on the other side of the actual resort in the yellow buildings, this is where you're definitely going to want to come to. So you're going to walk through here, and then you're going to go right on to the other side, as opposed to walking around the big lake, because the big lake is actually just a big old walk. Right here you can cut half the time out of your walking and stuff like that. And you're going to notice up on top you got the Skyliners. So left and right you got the Skyliners. Skyliners are going to go from the Epcot all the way down to the Art of Animation Pop Century, and it'll drop you off at the Hollywood Studios. So it's always nice to see that walking through. You got the waterway there, you've got your buildings in the back there, the yellow buildings. So you've got the yellow, the blue, and the pink sections when you guys are over here. So you got to see where you're at now. They also have the pink on both sides. So you definitely want to see where you're going, because I noticed you got the pink up here. But on the other side to the right of the building, or looking back to the left of the building, they had some pink ones also. So make sure you know where you're staying. And this is a nice place if you guys are coming over to just get some pictures. It's a beautiful picture opportunity over here. You've got your skylines, your Riviera, you got your waterway to resorts, and it's spaced out nice where you can get some really nice pictures that you might have not got if you were just hanging out in your resort doing nothing. But coming up here, you got a map on the left-hand side. It's going to show you a little bit about the resort you're staying at. And it looks like they've incorporated the Disney Skyliner into that. So here we go there. There's your resort with the Disney Skyliner, and that's straight ahead. So any of the resorts now with the Skyliner, all the signs are new, which is nice. They're nice and shiny, and you got the Skyliner in there with the resort. And you can see some more pink buildings in the distance to the left, but this is your right side. And there are several pools located on this property here. So if you guys are at the Caribbean Beach, I believe they have 4 extra pools on top of the main theme pool. It might only be 3, but I believe it's 4. And once again, if you want to see the pools, type up contemporary beach or Caribbean Beach resort pools, and then Country Bear Tours, and it'll show you what we have posted out there. And usually I'll only do the pools when I've got my kids with me, so I'll have them go in with me so it doesn't look like we're just walking around filming people. And this is one of the pools here. And if you guys like to go swimming at any of these pools, you can just walk over and go swimming. So even though you're staying at the other end, you can use all the pools in the Caribbean Beach, which is nice. So you don't have the theming, but at least you got a swimming pool. And if nobody's in the pool, sometimes that's priceless. You come down, you got your own pool to yourself. Yeah, if you can't swim, you can't swim. At least if you got a pool and you can swim, even if it's by yourself, hey, that's something, right? And that's your pool in there. And they've got one posted. They got a pool all the way down to the left, buried in the back, so the far left. You got this one. You've got another one, I believe, behind us. And then you've got one on the other side. So it might only be 3, but I think it's 4 pools, including the or excluding the main theme pool, guys. So this is another look back at the actual resort. And it's actually a fun walking resort. It's nice, it's peaceful, it's a nice walk around. It's hot, but other than that, it's pretty nice. But we're actually heading up right now. We're gonna finish this tour heading up to the Skyliner. So we'll take you up a little bit further before we say goodbye today. And this gives you an idea. You've got all the buildings around the outside of this little lake here. Different colors are going to tell you where you're staying. You got different walkways all over the place. Remember, if you want to stay near the hospitality house, request it when you're staying here. Otherwise, you may have a walk ahead of you guys. And up here to the far right is going to be where the Skyliner is going to take me on back to my video shooting today. But this has been it over here at the Caribbean Beach Resort, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any requests, put them down in the comments below. We'll try to get them videos posted for you. If you got any questions, post them. We'll answer them, guys. See you on the next one. Bye.